Don't need to wish it. It's happening. We're here at Mutiny Radio here in San Francisco at the corner of 21st and Florida. This is the Common Thread Collective happening every Friday from 3 to 6 with our open mic, open door, open arms policy. And we've got a live performance for you coming at you.
We're going to start with a couple paragraphs from philosopher Mr. J. Krishnamurti, and then we'll get into some other stuff. How curiously petty the brain is, however intelligently educated and learned, it will always remain petty. Do what it will. It can go to the moon and beyond, or go down to the deepest parts of the earth. It can invent, put together the most complicated machines, computers that will invent computers. It can destroy itself and recreate itself. But do what it will, it'll ever remain petty. For the brain, it can only function in time and space. Its philosophies are bound by its own conditioning, its theories, its speculations are spun out of its own cunningness. It cannot escape from itself. Do what it will. Its gods and its saviors, its masters and leaders, are small and petty as itself. If it's stupid, it tries to become clever, and its cleverness is measured in terms of success. It's always pursuing or being chased. Its chateau is its own sorrow. Do what it will ever remain petty. Its action is the inaction of pursuing itself. Its reform is action that ever needs further reform. It is held by its own action and inaction. The brain never sleeps, and its dreams are the awakening of thought. However active, however noble or ignoble, it is petty. There is no end to its pettiness. It cannot run away from itself. Its virtue is mean, and its morality mean. There is only one thing it can do: be utterly and completely quiet. This quietness is not sleep. This quietness is not laziness. The brain is sensitive, so sensitive. And to remain sensitive without its familiar self-protective responses, with its customary judgments, condemnation, and approval, the only thing you can do is to be utterly quiet, which is to remain in a state of negation, complete denial of itself and its activities. In this state of negation, it is no longer petty. Then it is no longer gathering to achieve, to fulfill, to become. It is then what it is: mechanical, inventive, self-protective, calculating. A perfect machine is never petty. When it functions at the level, it is a wonderful thing. At that level, like all machines, it wears out and dies. It becomes petty when it proceeds to investigate the unknown, which is that which is not measurable. Not measurable! Its function is in the known, and it cannot function in the unknown. Its creations, the brain's creations, are in the field of the known. But that creation of the unknowable, it can never capture, neither in paint nor in word, though we try. Its beauty, the brain can never know. only when it is utterly quiet, silent, without a word, and still without a gesture, without movement, without judgment. There is that immensity.